I just got home from Winners and Costco and I thought I'd give you a quick little haul of everything I got. So let's start with Costco. First thing, my omega-3 fish oil tablets. I haven't had these for a while and I definitely noticed they really helped with my skin. So needed to pick up more of these because I have been slacking on taking these. A box of these pure protein bars, chocolate peanut butter, chocolate deluxe, and a chewy chocolate chip. And sorry, I don't know prices of anything. I had the receipt, but I don't know what I did with it, honestly. I'm super excited for this. An 8-pack of Scrub Daddies. I love Scrub Daddies. They work so well. I use them for everything, so I'm glad to have like different colored ones. And I think I remember hearing that the different colors are for different things. Oh, yes. Right here, actually. So the different colors are to be used in different places. This is for one of Dustin's family Christmas gifts. We do like a $20 or $25 limit. And so this is a battery organizer, and it actually comes with a battery tester to see what kind of charge they have. And I thought this was super handy and anyone could use it, and keeps everything nice and clean, not having random batteries laying around, all in one spot. Just a, you can't see, just a case of Alani News, the multi-pack. I love these energy drinks. They are one of my favorites, and this is a staple every time I go. A huge jug of Epsom salts. I love taking baths, and these really help my muscles. Just super tight and sore. It's very heavy. A pack of tall Calvin Klein socks. I like wearing these to the barn. I can tuck my pants into them and they don't fall down. That is the worst feeling when you're wearing like ankle socks and they keep rolling down when you're wearing boots. Not fun. Lastly are these green leggings. These I'm going to be wearing to the barn. I just wanted a cheaper pair to wear under coveralls that I'm not too worried about if they get stained or dirty or stink, to be honest, because dairy smell doesn't come out of clothes very easily. From Winners, or from HomeSense, actually, I got these two cute little piggy ornaments. They are like when pigs fly, they have little wings and a little halo. There's two of them. They're like that bristle texture. They're so cute. And these were $10. 2 jugs of this Cafe alla Fresco caramel sugar-free syrup. One for my house and one for Dustin's. A bottle of white chocolate coffee syrup as well. I like to stock up because I don't get to like HomeSense or Winners too often, so when I do go, I buy that in bulk. And lastly, this huge wicker basket. I'm going to be putting my tree in it. Instead of like a little tree skirt, I'm going to be using this wicker basket, which I think is super cute. I'm not sure if I'm going to put like a blanket around it or something to kind of jazz it up, but yes, it's huge. It is literally massive, but I can use this all year round. I also stopped and got mine and my friend's pottery. If you saw in like one of my last videos, we did pottery and I went and picked it up. This is mine. It's pretty small, but it just says kitchen caddy on the front and like little paint swatches all the way around. And this is my friend's mug. Super cute. I'm very happy with these. Good morning. I am out for a walk with the 2 doggies right now. We are just going for a stroll. I never really gave an update since Sully's training. The lady came last Wednesday. Yeah, last Wednesday. And we went over like greetings at the door and just kind of getting to know him and his behaviors. And I kind of wanted just to share some of the information she shared with me because it was super helpful. Definitely recommend if you are even like considering it to work with a dog trainer. Obviously they're going to give you more specialized, unique things to work on and tips and tricks and stuff. But one thing that makes total sense and I just never really thought about is how beneficial sniffing is for dogs. It actually reduces cortisol and is like a dopamine hit for them. So that's why it's really important when you're out for your walk to let your dog sniff and like let them kind of take the lead on the walk. So when I've been going for my morning walks with the dogs, I've been really mindful of that, of letting them kind of take the lead and take control and show me where they want to go, and just letting them get that extra sniff in. And also, I knew this before, but Sully's a very like insecure, very easily overstimulated, overwhelmed type of dog. So it's important to let him come up to people when they get to our house, not letting the people come up to him, and slowly working on getting his attention back, because that's where he struggles. Once he gets his eyes like set on someone, it's hard to get his attention back and hard to get him refocused again. So starting small and just getting his attention and getting him to respond to my cues. So by calling his name and getting him to like look at me and acknowledge me, so that way when he gets overstimulated, then he can still listen and still use his brain. Also, just being more engaged, or like getting him engaged in more day-to-day activities, because he is very smart. He has a big brain. He has lots going on in his brain. So really engaging him in different like mundane activities like feeding and stuff, and making it a little bit more fun for him, making him have to think and like problem solve. So those like puzzle toys are really good for him, and just like mentally exhausting him. It's easy to tire him out, like his body, but tiring out his mind, it's what's gonna like change and get him just to be a little bit more happy, less stressed, less anxious. And yeah, so those are kind of just some tidbits that I thought I'd pass on to you. So I'm definitely gonna like look into more puzzle games and different things, like teaching him new things, learning new tricks and stuff like that. I wanted to chat about something that I've been really struggling with again, and that's like distracting myself from my reality and from life. I've noticed myself like doom scrolling a lot more recently on YouTube Shorts, and just always constantly needing to have something in the background, whether that's like a movie, a podcast, or just literally sitting and scrolling on YouTube Shorts forever, and just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and literally wasting hours doing this. And I think it's because I'm like overwhelmed with my life and like things going on in my life. I feel lost and confused, and just distracting me from what's going on in my life, and distracting me from my responsibilities, and avoiding my responsibilities, and avoiding uncomfortable feelings and emotions. And then also my binge eating has been heightened a little bit recently too, and I think it's just all like connected. They're like, it's all kind of from the same root of me avoiding things that I'm uncomfortable with, or that aren't bringing me like happiness and joy in my life. And I know life isn't always at that high where you're loving every minute, and like things do become like mundane and boring, and that's just different seasons of life. And right now I'm really focused on my career and working, and some other things are taking a bit of like a back seat, like social, friends, and I'm still seeing people and still hanging out with my friends and stuff, but definitely my career is at the forefront of my life right now. And sorry, the sun is very bright right now. But yeah, so I just wanted to talk about it because I don't always notice it while I'm in those feelings. It's not until much after, until things get like pretty bad, that's when I take notice of what's been going on. So some things that I'm doing to try and help me not distract myself is limiting how much I'm on my phone. I've been consuming a lot of content recently. I've been consuming a lot of other people's lives, and that is stopping me from taking action in my own life and becoming aware of what is making me uncomfortable, or that I'm not happy with and want to change. And that's another thing. I think I'm just, like, scared of change, but not really. Like, I don't know. I just get scared of change, or when I think things need to change. So then that's when I get like stuck, feeling stuck in my life, feeling trapped, maybe like weighed down a little bit. But I am taking action. I just have a lot going on right now, and like I'm doing an online class and I'm almost done. I have 2 more units and 2 more tests until I'm done that class. So I'm really gonna try hard to grind those out for the next week and a half, 2 weeks. I'm hoping within the next 2 weeks I can get that done and then just off my mind. And I just have like, I just don't know what I want to do career wise, like if I'm gonna go back to school. But no one else can change that. Those issues are not going to go away. I'm not going to solve them by binge eating and by doom scrolling and by consuming everyone else's life. I need to make that conscious decision to actively participate in my life. And it's hard. But things I'm doing are going for walks, listening to informative podcasts and not just listen, not so much like the gossipy trendy lifestyle things, more like informational. I want to start listening to more books, audiobooks as well, like nonfiction, self-help type books. Listen to more informational I just want more substance in my life. Sometimes I feel like I just consume a lot of BS and that weighs me down a little bit. And being present in everything I do, making an active effort to better my life and find things that I'm enjoying and doing more of those, as simple as it sounds, but I get caught up in a lot of what makes me feel bad, and I avoid the bad things but don't replace them with anything good. So I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to drink more water. I'm trying to make good coffees and live day by day. I have a lot of anticipatory anxiety, worrying about the future, what's going to happen, but then I also have depression about the past. So my therapist told me this really great quote one time. So your 2 legs, one leg is anxiety and it's stepping in the future, and your other leg is depression and it's like standing in the past. And so when you do this, you are literally pissing on the present. I just thought it was so funny, and that also makes you stuck too, because if one leg's in the depression, one leg's in the anxiety, you're not getting anywhere. So letting go of that, letting go of the expectations I have for myself, and just leaning into what makes me feel good and not letting people's expectations hold me where I am. I live my life based on other people, and I need to find some books that talk about that and address that, because it's not healthy and it doesn't make me happy. So that's just a little brief chat. Oh my gosh, this lighting, I am so sorry. But yeah, I am just going to start really leaning into me. I'm the most important person in my life. I am just the only person that has my back through everything. Like, I have to sit with myself for the rest of my life. So I better do what makes me happy, or else I'm going to be one miserable biatch, and I don't want to deal with that. No one in my life wants to deal with that. So no matter what, if I let people down or disappoint people, that's not really on me. I can't control how they react or respond to decisions I make. And this is not about anything like specific or in particular, just kind of an umbrella umbrella thought and concept that I'm playing with and thinking about more recently. I can only control my actions and how I go about some of the things I do, but I can't control, in the end, I can't control how they're going to react. I don't know how they're going to react. And me pre-planning that reaction does a disservice to everyone, because you just never know. I just know how I can go about certain situations and things that I need to do, and just do it the best I know how. And it's not going to go perfectly, but just looking out for myself more and not worrying about if I'm going to disappoint, upset, or make people mad, because really, if it's like I have to be more selfish in some of the decisions I make. I've noticed that, because like the other people aren't going to live my life for me. So anyways, that was just like a little tangent, a little tidbit that I've been thinking about quite a bit recently, and it's hard, but I am slowly figuring it out, and I will get through it. The other day, well, actually just last night, I made these little frozen yogurt bites. They are literally just vanilla Greek yogurt. And then I chopped up some apples and put them on top and then covered it with some peanut butter and a little bit of cinnamon. And I just made about a dozen of them. I'm gonna put them in to some glass containers and put them in the freezer just as a little snack for throughout the week. It is chilly out this morning. Happy Monday. It is -7 out right now. So I have my purple coveralls on. I love them so much. They're so warm and comfortable. Whoa, there's just a fox. I love foxes too. They're probably like one of my favorite like wildlife animals. But we're starting this Monday off strong. We're headed to the horse barn to do some chores. And we're gonna have a great day. Have a great Monday. I'm back from horse chores and things went really well. No complaints. I was there till about 1:30 and I'm home now. And I'm just making some lunch. I wanted to show you what I'm making for lunch because I'm hoping this will be super quick and easy and something I can just kind of like set and forget for a little bit. In the oven, I have some sausages that I pulled out last night and they're just cooking. I had them at 400 to get a nice like char on the outside and now I have it turned down to 350. And then in here I have some celery and green peppers cooking away. And I'm planning on doing like a makeshift stir fry type thing. I have, where did I put it? Some homemade honey garlic sauce. It's just honey, garlic, soy sauce, and some Worcestershire sauce. Just like a few little in there. And I'm gonna use some of these chow mein noodles as like my base. And I'm gonna add some tomatoes in there once the peppers and celery are a little bit closer to being done. But yes, I just wanna make a nice healthy lunch because as I had mentioned earlier, my eating habits have not been the best. So I'm really focusing. I find my eating is better when I am making my food. Like when I'm just like, yeah, making homemade meals and stuff. Not constantly like looking to grab something, and I get a lot more satisfaction out of my meals when I am the one who's making them. Lunch is finished. I just topped it with some everything but the bagel seasoning and I'm so excited to try it, but it's very steamy. It smells very good. I mean, it's not a very complicated recipe, but it is getting my vegetables, some carbs, and protein in. I've really been focusing on protein. I feel like everyone is saying that, but it really, I can tell when I do eat my protein versus when I don't because I get hungrier throughout the day and that is when I tend to binge more, I find. So getting lots of protein in is critical to satiating and fulfilling my hunger. But anyways, I'm going to sit down and eat this. Some new Nespresso pods, gingerbread, Audacio, frosted caramel nut. I am so excited. I'm gonna try this one this morning.